Good morning, and welcome to your daily dose of discipleship. We call it 3D, and discipleship is crucial. You can't have your Christian walk without discipleship, and the reason being is because Christ called us to make disciples. That's really what Christianity is, and so without discipleship, we're not doing it. We're not accomplishing what He called us to do. We've been talking about The Life You Always Wanted by John Ortberg. It's a great book. I encourage you to get it. If you want it and can't afford it, just email me at kmstrum@gmail.com, and I'll send it to you. Give me your address, phone number, so on and so forth, and I'll send it to you because it's a fantastic book. It'll really change your life because it helps us to understand that it's not about trying harder. It's about training our lives to become more like Christ. Paul said that we need to train ourselves, and he talked about running a race and the training and the preparation. He also, 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7, he says, train yourself in godliness. It's not trying. So many times we try and we fail and we get discouraged and we give up. That's not what he's called us to do. We're to train ourselves. And I want to talk about that this morning. Training versus trying. It's important. I want to read a quote to you. Bonhoeffer Dietrich said, Christianity without discipleship is always Christianity without Christ. Think about that. As I stated earlier, the two go hand in hand. And so, training ourselves to do and become more Christ-like. There's a huge difference between training to do something and trying to do something. When you're trying, you're just using your own strength, and it's so abnormal, some of those things that you're trying to do, that just are so foreign to your normal way of living, that you fail at it so much. And I fail at it. And so training is the key word here. And he talks about training. Spiritual transformation is not a matter of trying harder. It's about training smarter. And he says the need for preparation or training does not stop when it comes to the art of forgiveness, joy, and courage. Here's the thing. Arrange your life around a set of activities that train you for godliness, to be more Christ-like. Look, I have a son two sons, but one who's very, very much into CrossFit. And the training regimens that they go through in CrossFit. I don't know if you've ever seen CrossFit, but man, I'm telling you, I just get tired watching them. But they train and they prepare themselves and they discipline themselves to be able to accomplish things that the normal person, hopefully I'm a little bit normal, can't do. I could go out there and try and I'd fail. But because he's trained and prepared himself, he now is able to accomplish those things. You know, he doesn't go out there and lift weights, and because he's not able to get 200 pounds up, but he can do 175, he just doesn't throw his hands up and say, I quit. No, he keeps going at 175, and then he goes to 180, and then he goes, on up to 200 until he has prepared himself for that weight. That's the preparation. That's the training versus trying. And so oftentimes, when we're not morphing or being transformed by the renewing of our mind to be more Christ-like, then all we do is on Sunday we try to look spiritual. We try to say and talk spiritual. You and I have all seen or heard somebody slip by something that they've said because they're trying to talk spiritual, but really that's just the trying and they fail. And something comes out of their mouth that doesn't sound spiritual. Training versus trying. Spiritual disciplines, activities, things that you do in your life. You set those down. In real estate, they've been training us to block out time. You block out time for this. You block out time for this, and you don't do anything else but accomplish that task. Because lots of things can crowd in. Lots of things can come in and rob you of being able to accomplish those things or preparing or training. When you get up in the morning and you know it's time for prayer and devotions, lots of things can come in. But from this time to this time, you block it out and say, this is my prayer time. And I'm going to attempt and prepare myself. Now, I'd like to pray for an hour, but I'm going to start with praying for 10 minutes and then work up to 20 minutes. And I'm going to train myself. Training versus trying, it's the key. I challenge you, arrange your life around a set of activities, spiritual disciplines that help you to train to be more Christ-like. God bless you. Have a great day.